this is called a Acht-Becker table. Now the way for my brothers and sisters that's taking notes, you can see me on the camera? For my brothers and sisters that's taking notes, you spell Acht-Becker this manner. Acht-Becker. Now the reason why they call it the Acht-Becker table is because it's speaking about these are 9. This is the Kabbalah of 9 chambers. This is the Kabbalah of 9 chambers. So now the reason why they call it the Acht-Becker is because Acht-Becker is the name of the first 2 chambers.
Is that B-E-Q?
B-E, yes sir. B-E-Q-E-R. So the reason why it's called Acht-Becker is because the first 2 chambers are Ach, A-Y-Q, meaning Ach, right? Whenever you see, in language, whenever you see Y, is synonymous. Y is synonymous with Y. I is synonymous with Y in language. And of course the Q. Now the Becker is the Beth. The K this Q actually should have been a K. For those who are taking the notes, the Q should really be a K, so you don't confuse yourself. So it should be B-E-K-E-R. Okay, sorry y'all. And because it's the Kaf here, and then of course we have the Resh. So now, very interesting, who remembers in school when they were teaching us numbers, they used to teach you your ones, your tens, your hundreds, your thousands, the different places, right? What place? They tell you what place is the number in. First place, second place, third place. Then they teach you about the decimal and things of that nature. Now what we have here is a table by which to, when we look, pay attention, you see on the top of each of these letters, Hebrew letters, you have a number. See? You have a number. So these numbers are 1, then you have 10, then you have 100. Then we have 2, then we have 20, then we have 200. In like fashion, 3, 30, 300. 4, 40, and 400. So what happens is each letter inside of each chamber all share the same numeric frequency, just on different gradations. One is in the ones, one is in the tens, one is in the hundreds. So what does this all mean? Why is this so significant in regards to how to actually make words from your numbers? So who has a number that's been following you and your family, or you see a number all the time and you're like, there go that number again.
29.
29? Okay. Anybody else? Any other numbers? Any other numbers?
27.
27? How about any 3 digits? Anybody ever had 3-digit numbers come at them? 315. Okay. 911. Okay. Okay, 315. So now, I have the number. Now, how do I make a word to it? Simply say, here's the number. What number you said? 315. We had 315. Then we had somebody say 29. Right? And then we had somebody say 911, right? This is what we do. How do we find a sound frequency for the number 315?
300.
Go to 300. What do we have? The sheen. Then, now how I get my 15? I go to what?
10.
10. Y'all.
I go to 10. What's the 10? The yod? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. The yod, and now I need 5. Where I get my 5 from?
Hey.
Where?
Hey.
Pie. It's
E.
almost like the pie shape.
The he. Here it is. So now here I got a word. Here's the word. for 315.
We need a black marker, we can't see that.
Well, you gotta get you some glasses. For everybody else to see this. Right? Shh. Shh. It's the 300. This is your 300. This is your yod. The sound for this is y. 10. Then you have your 5 in your key. Now this sounds like Shia. 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 Right? Shia. Or we can go yard. Put the sheen here. Right? This is actually the root of Yeshua. Right? Yesh. Yesha. Right? Like this. Now, very interesting. What if I make up a number that don't have a word? This is the key to that. There's no such thing as a word that doesn't have a meaning. If the word or the sound that you make in this world doesn't have a meaning, it has a meaning someplace else. Hello? Do you remember Mixoplix? Who remembers Mixoplix? What's Mixoplix from?
Another dimension.
Do you remember that? What? Where's from? It was from Superman.
Superman, that's a whip still can throw back.
Thank you. He was an interdimensional being that you can make him go away if you can trick him into saying his name backwards. See? So all they're telling you is that your mind is another window. Because when you look in a glass, a mirror, it gives you the reflection of, and now in the horror movies, I seen a trailer where they had somebody looking in the mirror, and then they walked away from the mirror, but the person in the mirror was still standing there like this. So now if that happened to you, you got a problem on your hands. Now essentially, this is what we want to do. That's very easy, isn't it? Now let's take words. Let's take a word and do the reverse. Like your name. Who wants to put their name and get their number? What's your name? Philip. He got one of them names. Philip. So now, this is how you do your name. You write your name out. Am I spelling it right, Phil?
Another L.
Huh?
Another L.
Another L. Double L. Oh shit. Philip. Right? Now this is what you do. You localize the phonemes. You don't trade letter for letter. Abandon that. You go with the sound. Sound. His name is Philip. The sound is F. It's the sounds that I hear. I hear L. I hear a connection between the L and the P. So I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put the yod to supplement your I, and then I'm gonna put at the end. I'm gonna put the P. Interesting. The P and F are the same in language. You're supposed to know how to use it in accordance to when you see it. Like if somebody writes, like, what's this word right here? If you follow, right? If you follow, then I what? Lead. But if I put what that say? Lead paint? Is lead paint?
Lead paint.
Oh, how the hell you calling it lead now? Just a minute ago you said it was lead.